Today I want to talk about two very important days. 13th June 2019 and 18th June 2017. Let's talk about 2017 first. 18th June 2017 was when Pakistan beat India in the ICC Champions Trophy. And for the first time ever since 1992, it won a 50 over format, an ODI format title. Me personally, it was Ramadan that time, so me, my friend, and my brother were in itikaf, which is a 10-day subjugation at the mosque. So you're secluded from any news from the outside, any worldly matters. So we literally had no idea what happened at the game. I just remember that when I woke up the day of the game, everybody in the mosques was buzzing. Everybody was talking. We were obviously very excited and we wanted to know what happened. And we were fans of the Pakistani team. Like, we always followed their games, even when they were winning, even when they were losing. Not being able to see this match was a big deal for us. The next day when we woke up, our uncle came for the evening prayers and he brought a box of sweets with him. And he sat us down and he told us what exactly happened. It was wonderful to be a part of that sensation, that celebration. It was just a wonderful experience. Like, even though we didn't get to see the game live, we went back after Eid and we saw the game ball by ball. Like, it was the first time we were seeing it. Popcorn was out and we were sitting and watching the game. And it was just amazing to have that. Like, that's something we will cherish for the rest of our lives. And then cut to 2 years later. So I was never a Toronto Raptors fan. I mean, I liked basketball and I always followed it. But I never avidly sat through an entire series. And I think it was when the Raptors were playing the 76ers. That's when we started watching it. Kawhi's name was always mentioned with the greats, so it was always a pleasure to see him play. When they played the 76ers, that was the first series that I properly followed. When Kawhi hit the buzzer beater shot in Game 7, that changed everything. After that, me and my friends followed all the games up until the final. And when the Raptors won the final on June 13th, 2019, I promise you, the streets of Toronto were just like the streets of Karachi were 2 years before that. I'm lucky enough to be in a weird Venn diagram where in June I get to celebrate the win of Pakistan against India in a final, and I get to celebrate Toronto Raptors being champions of the NBA for the first time. And it's just weird how fate would have it. Pakistan hadn't won an ODI title since 1992. The city of Toronto hadn't won a title since 1993. I mean, I don't write this stuff. It writes itself at this point. It was just a wonderful experience to be a part of both of those celebrations, both very different and yet very close. Every time June comes along, I always think about those two wins and the happiness that people from both the diasporas got. I'll always cherish those memories. It was a good time. Anyways, Nazar out.